Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am the Stormbear and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to cram all of these items here behind me into a tiny simple starter survival house. So that is all of these things in this tiny little cozy shack. Now I call this a starter survival house because everything here is very easy to acquire early on in terms of materials. You have spruce wood, you have cobblestone, obviously there's some decorative bits, there's a little bit of iron, but that's not something you have to do. The item frame, those sorts of things. But as you can see on the inside, it's got everything you need. In fact, you can access everything without even really moving from one spot. So you have your smoker here, a furnace here, a blast furnace up here. Here's one of the barrels for storage. You have two barrels on each side. Again, I haven't even moved that much. So there's four barrels surrounding it right there. You have your crafting table here. Slide to the left a little. Stone cutter down at the bottom here, and then a grinding wheel here. In this corner here, you actually have another barrel. And then just up on top of that barrel, you have an anvil. Okay, going to the other side here, we have a barrel, potion stand, and a double chest. And of course the bed. Now if that wasn't enough storage for you, there's a barrel here on the outside, as well as all of the other corners of the build. Really nice, really small, super simple, easy to build, functioning chimney, which is, that's a nice touch. But yeah, I'll show you guys how to make this thing. Starting off with sort of the framework of the house. This is what you're going to need here. You're going to need some cobblestone, some trapdoors for windows, a spruce door. It's just my favorite. You could make this out of whatever materials you wanted to. These are just super easy to access right out of the gate for most maps. So let's start out by placing a cobblestone. Well, really, we're going to start with barrels. We're going to do two barrels like so. Go over a block to another two barrels. We're going to do a cobblestone back here, cobblestone here, and then a stair off like that, actually. My bad, cobblestone. And a stair on top. Okay. Now we're moving on to kind of the window section. Looks pretty bizarre right now, but trust me, it kind of comes together. Up on top here, you're just going to continue this like so. And we're going to add a little bit of arch to the windows just for depth. Super important to cram as much detail as you can into these tiny little builds, so every little bit helps. Your windows, you're just going to crouch and place them right on top of your barrel, which actually gives you a functioning little window shutter there, which is cool. Same thing on the other side. There you go, it should be looking something like this. Okay, so once you've got this going, which doesn't look like much of anything, it's time for the next step, which is going to be just some more detailing around the edges. So you're kind of going to do like the standard medieval sort of pillar support effect here. Wrap your staircases around the house, like so. It'll cover up some of the barrels, which is nice. I really like these oak leaves here as little bushes. It adds a lot of character and a little bit of color to the build. It would work really well in the forest, or even if you don't want to live in this as a base, it would make a really good filler building for like a town or something like that. In your corners here, we're going to put some oak barrels. Oak barrel. I guess they're oak. I don't know. It doesn't really specify what kind of wood it is. They look like they're oak though, so we're going to go with oak barrel. But barrels in all of your corners. Crouch and do a cobblestone wall with a fence on top. I'm using only really one kind of wood here. Gotta crouch. Let's forget that. It gets me sometimes. So you've got that going. You've put your grass down in the windows, or your leaves rather. And this is where you should be at. If you've done all of that correctly, we're going to move on to working on the roof. Okay, so going to need some slabs, some stairs, cobblestone, some trap doors, little campfire. These are really optional, but I'll get to those in a minute. The sword and the item frame. I just like to pop it in there for a little bit of detail. It looks nice. Makes it look like a adventurer's sort of cabin or something like that. So right on top of your fence gate here, you're going to do a slab, and then on the same level another slab, and then continue above it. And then you're going to do a stair upside down facing the front. So you've got that there. Move over and just repeat the same thing there. On top of this upside down stair, you're going to place a stair facing in this direction, like pointing outward. And then this is the detail I like to add. I like to put this here. And you could put whatever you want in there if this is something you want to do. I like the way it looks, so that's what I tend to do. Okay, right here, you're not going to continue with slabs. You're actually going to use a stair. You'll place it like so, and this creates like a nice little arch over the window. Super handy. Sometimes it can be tricky to place. And then just above that, you want to do this. Like so. You can go ahead and continue this to the other side too, if you'd like. Go. Your stairs on the other side just the same way, creating that sort of arch shape. Good. You know what? This is supposed to go down one level. There we go. A little better. Gotta correct that on the other side. Beautiful. And then you're just finishing the frame just as you did. So here, here, with your slabs. I think I totally missed this corner. Let's get that done real quick. There we go. Much better. Your stair. Like so. And then here. Put another little decoration on the back here. Beautiful. Finish up your roof here. And then back here, you want to do chimney, fireplace, and your trapdoors. Gotta crouch to place these. This one's tricky for some reason. There we go. And there. So that is pretty much the entire structure, minus the front door, and I'll show you how to lay out the inside here in just a minute. Okay, so let's put on our front door. You're going to walk in, and you are going to want to dig 2 blocks like this. Turn around, place your door like so. Should open this way. I mean, you could really place it on whichever side you want, but that's how I have it placed. You're going to knock out this block here. You're going to put your bed right here. Over here, you're going to put a crafting table. Knock this out 2 deep. Back here, 2 deep. Put a barrel. Same thing on this corner. You're going to put a barrel there. Over here, you're going to dig 2 deep and do a double chest. And right here, knock this center point out. Do, oh, my mistake. Leave a block in there. Just whatever. Anything. Dirt, wood, whatever. Shouldn't have knocked it out. My bad. Here we go. Furnace. Right here. Blast furnace. Smoker. This little block, which is left over from the roof, you actually don't need that. Put a barrel there for storage. So you've got kind of the mix of everything coming together here. I've got a few more things to place. Go ahead and pop a lantern in here. I know I usually put a lantern on this door as well. Let's see. I need the anvil and the brewing stand, so let me go grab that for you guys real quick. Okay, we're back. So, brewing stand, you want to crouch, place it on top of the barrel here. Anvil, crouch on the barrel over there. Now you dug too deep here. For this reason, you're going to do a stone cutter straight on. And then you're going to put a grinding stone right on top of that. So you can now stand in one place and access, well, relatively one place. Within your bed, you can access all of this stuff, everything. This is probably the trickiest one right here. If you just move squarely between the crafting table and the grinding wheel, you can actually get the stone cutter down there and then the grinding wheel there. The corners aren't too hard to hit. You just got to be a little precise, like if you want the barrels versus the anvil. But the point is, it's super, super functional, tons of storage in one tiny little package. And there's a lot of things you can do with this in terms of expansion, and I have a few details to show you that you may like to do yourself. So this is obviously just a proof of concept here, but I've made a little pathway and sort of decorated it. This would sit really well in like a forest environment. Got your little lake here, your pathway with all the little flowers. Added an attached garden here, or rather detached garden. It's not attached to the building anyway. Got this going on, and then plop your house down. There's a barrel sitting right there amongst a custom tree. But you can see like how cool this is to just fit into a world. Very easy. You could have this built within, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes of entering a fresh game. Granted, you know, some of these crafting stations are sort of later game items, but it just shows you that you can put them there. You can definitely have your barrels and your furnaces, and any of these, you know, crafting tables could be replaced with other things if you wanted to. So over here, just to show you, you know, a different way you could expand this and how modular this design is. I've raised the whole design out of the ground, just one block, and then surrounded it with a cobblestone staircase. So now it has like a proper foundation to sit upon. And then I've decorated it with some bushes around the perimeter here just to make it look nice. And then obviously the thing that I've gone and done is I've extended the roof shape. So kept the roof shape that is naturally occurring there, and then just pulled it out and added some cobblestone pillars and some fence gates and created an attached and covered garden decorated with some flower pots just for effect. But you could do anything with this. You could extend this out one side and make an animal pen. You could extend it out on all four sides. So it's able to evolve as you progress in your game. And that is going to be it for today. Really simple, really nice, clean little build, very functional. All the materials are easily accessible right out the gate on most maps. Of course, unless you spawn in a desert or I don't know. You could even make the design work with desert materials. There's no reason you have to use these, but again, just a proof of concept. Thanks for checking out the content today, guys. I plan on making more videos. I really do enjoy making these small little builds. It's sort of a challenge for me. So if you'd like to see more of this kind of content, hey, a like and subscribe wouldn't hurt. Alright guys, this is the Stormbear signing out. I'll see you next time.